Hello. Let me... I played that a little louder than I normally do. Oopsies. Alright, let's switch it to... Just do ambient noise, I think, for now. Hi. Hi, Privilege. Woo! 50 stream streak, let's go. I'm still confused as to why, like, I can't turn that into an alert of some sort. Like, there's no way to add that as an alert source. And I don't know why. Hold on. We'll see if that music ends up being too loud. So, I don't remember what I was doing. I have been on for 20-something minutes. Just messing around, checking in on how this factory is doing, and I've noticed an issue. Which we will go fix, and then we'll figure out what to do, from there. Do I have a plan? Not particularly, no. I've just noticed an issue. But I don't know how to fix it. Okay, I have the materials for that auto-loading. I won't need that. Yeah. So I need to grab some cable, probably. Good thing I know where to get some of that. That should be good. So... might be able to help. Probably. So, the issue I've ran downstairs is the fact that I don't have enough steel coming in right now. I think before I started streaming I fixed the cable issue. Mostly. At least I thought I had. I'll give it time and then I'll see. I've at least increased cable production, but automated wiring is less of an issue than the fact that I'm not getting enough stators to then go to the motor section over here. And this is both making motors, right? But I'm also not getting enough steel. So the stators will come in time because the other two machines are full now. I don't know how exactly I rigged this. I may have to re-examine the wiring. Honestly. These are smart. Okay. I mean... that I think goes up, then goes upstairs. And then this one's the only one feeding this, which is sped up, which is why it's... yeah, so I was going to go to the steel and we're going to figure out what's going on with the steel because maybe somewhere along the way I have things that aren't upgraded. I may not. I also don't have that many batteries left. So I'm going to just... right, where's the hole in the ceiling? I need to make a better way to get to each one of these floors, but that's beside the point. One thing at a time. And if the thing wouldn't break, I wouldn't need to. I think this goes where I want it to go. Yeah, here we go. That works. So, we'll go this way. We'll go over to the steel factory and see what's going on over there. So... yeah. Where does this problem begin? Because this part of the steel is fine. There's no backup here. This is... splitting off... between this building and the other building, but that's fine. It needs to do that because I don't even know what in there needs steel, but something in there needs steel, and it's probably also suffering. And then of course some of it that goes into there. Okay, so to the steel factory. Obviously, other type of steel is the other steel like thing is fine. All right, well, it's not gonna let me do that. Quick wires obviously also backed up, which I think part of that we're going to fix to later because I think the next step I was going to do was build the mixer factory basically bring the things from the iron and the copper and the steel and everything else that isn't already in the copper or steel factories into this. Okay. So, are you a level 2? Yes. Level 2. Level 2. Level 2. Sweet. And it looks to me... I mean, I could always upgrade these. Oh. Yeah, I could always upgrade these. Okay. Noted. I don't know how much of that's just backlog. Alright. Why is that split funny? Anyway. Alright. Now, the steel factory, I will admit, is also a mess. So, let's just keep that in mind, shall we? Are they at full power? I don't have batteries to spare at the moment. I think I maybe have 2 lying around that I could use. You forget I'm not very far along in this game, really. I'm not as far as you maybe think I am. I don't have that many batteries, and they're all currently in use as far as I'm aware. Okay, so it is now equally pulling it out and not, like, backing up, which is great. Just means slug hunting. Yeah, that means walking. Which we may end up doing today. Yeah, also may not, because I have buildings to build. Alright. So the iron is now moving faster through this set. Did I have a second set? Yeah, I think I did. I think this is over here as well, is also... Yep. Just gonna... Boop, boop. We're gonna start at the source of the possible problem, right? Just a smart thing, which is... the steel supplies. No, not that. We're just gonna, funnily enough, use steel to upgrade all of these lines. Ah! Would helpful if I could see, if it wasn't, like, you know, dark. Where is this even going? Oh, there's another one over here. Oh, there are 2 over here. Okay. Well, what level? You full? I actually probably could put more into here, probably, possibly. If I managed to make the space. I'll just do. I'll have to go all the way down that and upgrade it, but we'll start at this end. I also don't know what is my power situation like? Am I good? Okay. It's not like the B key would help out at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. And that's not sarcasm? I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Pretty sure, if you mean the flashlight, I'm pretty sure it's on, and if it's not on, then whoops, but... Yeah, no, that's not gonna help me. That's not the problem. I appreciate that, but no. Literally, that just helps in one spot. Doesn't help the entire problem. Did I upgrade everything? Okay. Yeah, because it does seem like I have extra. My wires are messed up. Okay. Well, I mean, there's a simple solution to this. Technically. just have to let that be that way. Where's the power cord? We'll build this here. This. Go there, go there. There. I don't think I had the quick wire when I did this. Okay. Can I? What I'm thinking is if I can... Yeah, I don't mind that. Do that. That. And this. Boop. That. Now I just need to get... Going to... That's fine. Okay. That. 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 No. Oh no, it's not backed up, huh? Also, that just looks annoying. Hold on. Can I do that? Alright, fine. Do do do. Okay. Okay. So the coal's backed up here. No problem with the coal. The iron does seem to be taking forever. Okay. Interesting. Actually, no. This. When did I get muted? How did I get muted? Huh? I must have hit the key binding by mistake. While ago. Well, you could have told me I wasn't talking. I've been talking this entire time. Okay. So the answer to your question is I'm missing the beams because they're taking their time. And I'm going to go check and see if the steel beams are actually getting put into a sink because I may turn that off. Because if I could get the steel beams to back up, then we can redirect the overflow of the steel into more steel pipes instead of not. If that makes any sense. And yes, I know. Upgrading random sections of this won't really work, but it's fine. Yeah, no, I've been talking. What was the last thing you heard me say? I'm still confused how that got hit. Because that's like... Right? Oh, yeah, no. That's easy enough to hit, but it's not supposed to be that easy to hit. I still need to figure out how to get it to where I can have a button that shows up on screen when it's muted. If for no other reason than reasons like this, where you knowing the fact that I was muted could have said something. Or I could have seen something. Okay. To be fair, the coal's not the problem here. Not sure if you're totally paying attention, not being sidetracked by the wife at all. Well, there is that. Okay, well, in other news, it seems to have helped. I may not need to do that just yet. I just need to upgrade all of these. Maybe another day problem to completely upgrade. But I need to look at what I need for this next milestone because that might have been what I was trying to do. But if this is doing what I need to do, then I don't. Yeah, it's relatively better. We'll have to see how it affects the iron farm. Does get split. Okay. So then my question becomes, the only other thing I want to check is I need to know if these are getting tossed into the sink at the end. Because if they're getting tossed into the sink at the end, then I'm going to turn that off. Though I don't think they are because the beams there clearly aren't. Oh, I did make a tube all the way to the top. Oh, right, well. That's fine, I'm here. Alright. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just toss those in there. Okay. So the steel beams are coming up here. You can see we're making plenty of encased beams. It's just, they have to get into their thing. Okay. So the answer to that question is that they are inadvertently, because the modular frames, because this is filled up, the modular frames, once that's... Do I actually have storage for modular frames outside of it? Hold, please. Do you know if you've locked any other refugees for steel or stuff like that? I don't think so. I'd have to look. I haven't gotten that many hard drives. Yeah, I kind of want to, instead of having it there, put it, just that much over, really? I don't care if it clips a little bit into that though. Overfill. Okay. Actually, I could do any, and then it'll only go that way if it actually is overflow. Yeah. Is this also a smart splitter? Is this just a splitter? Okay, that one's just a splitter. The idea being if it's... Okay. Yeah, that works. Because the idea, I think, if I remember correctly for this one, is that the... Oh, my music stopped. Hold on, let me... The idea is that should be making enough modular frames for that and that. And I think a little over. So, when this is full, because this is full, obviously then everything that goes into it will be doing other stuff. And I don't need these right now, so I have a box full of them, it's great. Okay. So let's... Oh dear. Alright then, I'm on the bottom floor instead of the top floor. You know what? That's fine. I totally planned that. Am I making those little computer thingies somewhere? Alright, what's coming here? I think this is where the modular frame, the reinforced modular frames are. Yeah, basically that's what that is. It's a heavy modular frame, aka reinforced, it's fine. And then, what's this making? Making AI limiters. And this is making... Ah, the computers! Well, that's nice. Perfect. We'll take those. I don't even know what I'm unlocking, but here we go. Push button. New resource, new scannable resources.
Milestone reached. Bauxite is refined into aluminum products via a multi-step process.
There we are.
Considering your past achievements, you should have the minimum required skill to overcome these new production challenges. If it helps, many others have done this before, so if you fail, someone else will eventually succeed.
Right. Yep, there's that little fun hit fact for you. Yep. These chests are a mess. Where am I putting the food? In here, it looks like. Alright. I don't know what I just unlocked. What did I unlock? Aluminum. The mess that is aluminum. Okay. Because I needed the aluminum to do any of this other stuff. That's right. Right. Yeah, sure. Why not that one? Yeah, I haven't really got any good recipes. You love your hover pack? Yeah, it's not the hover pack I'm having a problem with. It's the fact that I would have to do aluminum. Do I remember how to... Okay, so that's not what that does. Is it this button? This button. You're gonna be sick that day? Duh. Okay. How far are we talking? Actually, that's not that bad. That's actually not that bad at all. Aluminum is so fun. Is that sarcasm? I feel like that's sarcasm. Okay, new map marker. Right here. It's 100%. Uh-huh. Aluminum or something. Something like that. This is where you actually get to see my abilities and not type. Gonna select color. Sure, but a little bit more orange. Okay. So the question is, do I... I speak to text that tells you just how good your spelling is. Well... Oh gosh, I sounded just like Dragon just then. So... What do I even need for this? I'm assuming this? A foundry? Maybe? Or refinery. Maybe this, because maybe... I don't know. Aluminum scrap. Okay, that's not helpful. Oh, okay, so... Bauxite can be further refined. What does that even mean? Bauxite, water, you get silica and aluminum. And then I'm assuming you have to do something else with it to then make it into something you can use. I assume? When it's a liquid, so that means it's broken. We know this. So I need water. Alright, that's probably a packager then? After that? My assumption? Of some sort or something? Yeah, you package the aluminum solution, but where does it go from there? What do you do with it? Is it refinery again? It's a liquid, right? So there's a point at which you just come back to always refiners. Oh, I need coal for this? Where am I gonna find that? And then scrap. Scrap, I'm assuming, then goes into... it's probably... Well, assembly or manufacturer. Where's the... Wait. Isn't there a 3? Probably not. I think the 3 recipes just end up in the 4. And then this is copper. Oh, yeah. Really? Really? Copper? I have to get coal and copper over there. That's annoying. Oh, no. Now, mind you, that's not far from my other copper factory. Nope, not that. Just gonna highlight the ones over here-ish. Yeah, there-ish next. Gotta wait for it to get all the way down there. To do aluminum, you need water, bauxite, coal, and copper. That's what you remember off the top of your head. Yeah. There's gonna be a slight problem if there's no copper over there. Not copper. If there's no coal over there. Because I don't really have any coal to spare at the moment. Maybe we walk over there and see what if I could then scan for coal again. I do need to check this because surface is too uneven. Yeah, because there's a giant hole. Don't. Okay. Build an even surface. Goodness. Because I feel like there's a couple things here that I need to be making now. Probably those, if nothing else. I had a list, and I think it's these two things that I then need to pull things from to make things. Yeah, no, that English made total sense. I feel like I may... There's a couple areas that have bauxite and coal close by, but you have to bring in the copper. Yeah. The other problem with that, though, is am I within walking distance? So obviously... I don't know, we're just gonna say 20 of those. And 10 of these. Just for the sake of it. And we need... I'm assuming some of these. And some of these. I'm just gonna make sure that I have, like... stuffs and things. Obviously gonna need like a bazillion of those. Smelters. Oh yeah, you're right. I would need smelters too. Yep. I don't know. Something ridiculous like that, smelters. Just gonna say for the sake of argument. I'm not gonna need nearly as many of these as I'm putting in here, hopefully, but that's the point. Oh, that's not helpful. Logistics. Those, I have all the materials for those usually. Auto filling, so I'm not going to worry about those specifically. Like that. What's the issues here? So those are being made, those are being added, copper sheets are also, so I have pipes and lifters, yeah. So I probably should grab some copper sheets. The steel pipes are auto-filling into my inventory. Wire is going to be one of the things that's not, so is plastic. AI limiters I have enough of, so it's fine. Iron plates are, so it's wire. Wire and plastic are the things that, and motors. Wire, plastic, and motors. I could probably grab some of this stuff. What do those take? Has more plastic and copper sheets. No, I might just do those instead. To be honest. So motors, over there, I think. Then copper plates for sheets. For sheets are here. Why do I have a bunch of those in my inventory? I don't need those. I mean, I probably do, but that's beside the point. Wire. Heavy modular frames, I don't have auto-filling, so I'm gonna grab those. Wire, plastics. Plastics are right here somewhere. Let's see. Nope, those are those. Aha! Wire should be right here too, actually. That's cable. Wire's obviously full, because why would it be? I don't know why it has many reinforced plates. I need to empty some of that into the... So heavy modular frames and motors. Go ahead and grab the 100 to put in there as well, so I might as well. Here, I got those plates in your pocket because you upgraded those belts. Oh! Yeah, reinforced plates I think are going in the sink, honestly, at this point. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can keep a little bit in my pocket. Last time I checked, what was I gonna say? Oh, I remember. No, I don't. I have those up there and they're already overflowing. It's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Motors should be up here, I think. How many do I have? Given my stators are having issues, probably not that many. Enough though. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did I need for this? Oh. I'm grabbing extra so that I can also just put it in here for the thing. So we can get everything else loaded in, and then we can go try to do the aluminum. I don't know that this is gonna work, but I'm sure you're going to try. Do I need computers for constructing anything? I don't think so. I think they're just for upgrade these things. Either way, it's automatically making them right now, so it's fine. What's... Oh, wait, that's that. Right. Okay. I was like, what's that making? Nothing. That's where the input to goes. Okay, so now we just need that. So the copper... To this one, the copper is close, relatively. That's not the... That's not the slide button? What's the slide button? Alright. This is fine. Well, oh, it is C, you're right. I thought I rebound it. Apparently not. Okay. Yeah, copper nodes for factory, aka my factory. And it does look like I have a decent amount of extra copper going on here. Which in of itself is interesting. So siphoning off of this wouldn't be a problem. Okay. Now. Yeah, because So basically, we're just going to end up running... yeah, it's going... It's probably up there. That's the thing, but that's okay. It's going to be running off the same line that the... copper and plastics factory are running. Alright. How far am I? I wish that would tell me. Because I explored this area a bit and I don't remember seeing it. I need to be mindful that I'm going to make friends. I don't know what it was here for, but that's okay. I've got something here anyways that needs power, so... At some point, this will be useful. It's probably next to this water, honestly. That would make sense, because they do tend to, like, make some things a little reasonable. Ah, haha! So it's up there, is it? Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Oh. Up, I guess? I was feeling that that doesn't actually go past it, but you know, whatever. Hopefully, I will figure out a way to get the power up eventually. It's once I get up there myself, I can do something. Probably have to build like platforms or something. Well, I might have to build a wall and use the wall power things. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. I guess this area I could also build a ramp. I mean... Are they just like stuck on it, or is it because they can't really see me? What do I feel like? I might not be hitting them. Oh, well. How do I tell if they are actually damaging anything? How many hits do these guys take? Goodness. Okay, that many, give or take. Mindful of those things. Okay. You know what? I don't think I put on my list. Did I put miners on my list? Ooh. That's okay. It's not the crafting bench I need, is it? It's the other one. I'm gonna guess that that's the only one around here. There's one. But we can scan anyway. Yeah, 500, 600. So if I feel like I need more later, I can probably do that. Okay. Now we have the other problem. Power is all the way down there. Wait, did the other... This invalid aim location. Well, hi Massey. Okay, what if I do this? I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh, there's a thingy over there. Okay, take that. Can I make it go up there? Yes. Not that. Oh, can I ride these cables? I can! That makes life easier. If we just do, like, this here. Can I do it from here so I don't have to go down there? Nope. Okay. Ad break. Yeah, I think it just did that to me, yes. Hi Dragon, hi Messi. 55 stream streak, let's go Messi. You're back? Yeah, I was concentrating on it, I didn't notice. I have to deal with this nonsense. Can I... There we go. Okay, this should have power now. In theory. Yeah. They don't... It's only... should be only 30 seconds. So in theory, it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. So this has power, yes? Okay, I don't really have much wiggle room here, but it's fine. You know what? I'm not gonna even bother, it's fine. Probably gonna have to rebuild this like 6 million times anyways, right? Okay. Is it this one or that one? That one. I think. No dragon is a professional in aluminum. Uh-huh. Okay, so 240 a minute. With smelters that do how many a minute? Wait, nope, that's not how this works. This is where refineries come. Ay, ay, ay. Why did this have to be so complicated? Oh, I have to either take that down or the water up. I mean, obviously I'm taking the stuff down.
Hello there.
Thank you, Mousy, for gifting Dragon a sub. You've given 46 gift subs in the channel. Does that math? Is that how many months? I don't know. Wait, hold on. I actually could check this. Hold on. 1 second. $36 months. Yeah. 6 months. Yeah. Yee. I was just at 46 gifts. You've given 46 gift subs in the channel. I was doing the maths. I knew it was for 6 months. I said that, didn't I? Did I not? Did I read it and not read it? Okay. Well, if that's gonna be the case, I'm just gonna... Right. Because if this does what I think I need to do with it... Right. Yeah, no, I'm not pumping water into the sky. She's biozy. Yes, she does. Oh, there's a purple slug down there. That's great. Yeah, I'm gonna go down on this side because I feel like if I build it like here, pulling from the copper factory will be easy enough. I just build it like here. It'll be easier. I could literally just add another row on this bit. I have no idea, the last 2 weeks I've been super busy, so mental capacity near 0, though getting excellent sleep at night, so there is that. Unlock a random emote. Mousy, I think you did a level 2 hype trade all by yourself. GG? I don't know how I didn't notice a little sooner than that, but yay! Look at you go. I guess since it was 6 months, it was like, well, that's 6 subs, so therefore... Hype train? I think it's like 3 or 4 it would have to be. Yep, so I guess you and I get a emote for that. Let's go. At least I'm pretty sure the streamer gets the emote too. I don't know. I don't care. Hype trains have been all over the place. Seen one in Jevon's stream to start with, no one doing anything. Well... Here's the thing though, it depends what he has his hype train difficulty levels set to. You gifted a sub and Dragon got a sub, so I did a thing. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. You know what? It can have a conveyor lift belt if this. Hold on. So if I do... Right, if I do this. Like so. You know what the heck, we'll just go ahead and hook this up. Alright, well, it won't let me, but that's fine. Here we go. Go swoop. Probably need to update that timer, you know. Default reversed, I think is what I want, right? Yeah, therein lies the fun part of this. I think I could just do this. I'm gonna die from fall damage. And there's gonna be the problem right there. Okay. You won't say no to a new emote? Exactly. Ooh, I get to open a hype chest. Hold on. What'd I get? I got to spell the T emote. Let's go. Look at that one. That's cute. I like it. You wanted the kitty. That's fair. But still, spell the T is kind of fun. Alright, well, I know... Okay, that's not... Ah, fine. It's fine. I just wanna... There we go. And then and So you actually shut down your PC while you ate and now it's doing all the updates? Yay? Right? Update's good? Or update's bad? I'm lost on that part. Yeah, your graphic driver's updated when you got home. Okay. So... Is the music too loud, by the way? Or is it just right? Or what's up with that? So, like, obviously we need a water section of this to get the water bed out. So we'll do like that to go over there. And then... Wait, is that not aligned to the grid? How do I... Ah, submittal, there we go. Okay. Well, rather than streaming... But not ideal while I'm trying to do things. Yeah. Music is fine for you? Okay. Cool. I think this is aligned to the grid. You know what, out here I don't know that it completely matters. Okay, and then I need a platform for the refineries. I don't really have a flat spot. Just like do it at this level, right? We'll have to pump the water up just a smidge. Which, yeah. Okay, would you let me... The only thing I don't know is how many of these I can make with this one. So let's figure that out. I'm gonna have to replace that though, because it's... Let's pull it that way. Okay. So I think this is the point where we put some refineries down. Inputs this way. Inputs on this side. With a little bit of room. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just put a splitter on it. Okay. So under 20 per minute. So if I'm making 240, I just need 2 of these. So I need 4 to start with. Right? That's how that math works because it's liquids and nobody said that this game actually makes any sense. When it comes to its liquids, I don't feel like this game makes any sense. So we're gonna make 4. We're gonna start with 4. Fully expecting to have to expand the operation when I realize just how wrong I am about how many I actually need. And I'm making a mess, but I don't have to look at this every day, so it's fine. Okay, so should be splitter. Well, this to. I'll have to move that ladder. Mostly just gonna like do that. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, so I mean, that's not what I intended. Okay. So I feel like that. No, that actually should be fine. So I know what I'm gonna do there. Okay. So in theory, I think you're only running 6, maybe 8. You have a different recipe going, possibly, and the liquid sink. Yeah. Yeah. There is that part. Which I don't have, so. Otherwise, I would have a lot less problems. Okay. I can't fit between them? That's annoying. Oh, not at that level anyway. I probably can at this level. Woo. Boop. 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 I'm just gonna start with 4 just to see... just to get it going and feel it out a bit. I'll just raise this, honestly. How do you not play with your flashlight on? It doesn't help. It literally does nothing. It actually makes it worse, almost. Yeah, we had the discussion and then I accidentally muted myself somehow, and I don't know how that happened. I still don't know how I managed that, honestly. It's not that dark. What do you mean? Fine. I'll tolerate it for your sake. Okay. See, this is gonna technically clip, but I don't care. Not that way. Can't I rotate it the other way? No, that wouldn't work, would it? Right, so I probably actually should just... okay. We do again. Because I always forget the pipes are the worst. It's fine, everything's fine. Actually, no, I shouldn't put it like that, because if I do that... yeah, that's how many clicks I need to go up. Whoop, whoop. Oh, no, that was too many. I feel like that's not going to... yeah, okay. It's the only problem with moving it that high up. Can I get that to line up? I think that lines up? Valid, invalid shape. Really? You don't say. Fine. It this way. do this. There we go. That ought to work. Oh, did I? Okay. There we go. That in theory should work. It's ugly, but who cares? Okay. Now I have to do this other part. The water things are always finicky. Water extractors. How many water extractors do I even need? That's the other question. Okay, how far this way can I go? Really? Alright, well, we'll go here. Check your math? What do you mean check my math? What'd I do? Oh, you're right. Never mind. Like, huh? No. Right. Yep. Nope. My brain's half working today. It's fine. 180 per minute. How much do you make? It doesn't help. How much do you make? $120. Why does it have to be off by that many? Okay. So 4 of those means 6 of these. I think. Do I have batteries? No. Not to spare anyway, that I know of. Now, do I probably have like 3 lying around somewhere? Yes. Is that really helpful in this situation? Debatable. I don't think that line's connected anymore. Let's reconnect that to there, because then this is gonna go here. Right, how did you get those all aligned together on there like that? You've never had them do that before? You hold the button? I don't know. You hold the button and then they align the control button? I think it does. Just like you do with the other stuff. They align next to each other. Or in this case, across from each other. Okay. So it's got water that it's doing things with. That's great. Wait, how much water can I flow through the pipes to begin with? 600 per minute. Never had them snap to a grid, I mean. Well, I didn't really, I just rotated them. And then now aligned them with the grid manually? I don't know. Okay, so I probably need to do... I want to say probably 2 lines. Well, 2 lines of pipe, I should say. Because if I do it that way, I won't have any issues. So we'll do it like that. So all of these ones... Oh, that's off by a little bit. Oops. I don't know if I can... I probably could just get rid of the platform. Can I just do that, or do I need to... Yeah, clipping's fine. Do. Boop, boop. 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 Obviously gonna need a pump on here somewhere, probably. Clearly. I'll do it like here. I don't know if I'm gonna need another one. I probably will. Given I have to make it go up again. You're doing magic that you tried to do but won't work for me? Really? Cool. I guess. Okay. So it's doing stuff and things. That's great. Love that. I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't know. Okay. So let me just boop. Boop. But then we put obviously a pump at the bottom because it go up. So it needs a pump at the bottom, right? And Terry? Maybe a mod that doesn't want to work nice. It's possible, yeah. That is technically possible. Okay. So off of this, for the moment, first of all, the silica's going straight into a sink. Because I don't need it. I got so much quartz going to silica that it's ridiculous. Is it organization? Industrial fluid buffer. We're gonna put a bunch of these in here. I think for like every 2. We'll do for every 2 because I don't feel like... the thing is I'm hoping I don't actually need these in the end, but I also know liquid math is stupid, so here we are. I know I will then be putting this into refineries to make things. That doesn't need to be... Yeah, it needs to come this way, but it needs to not do that. There we go. I'm assuming... Well, this is the only one connected to water. Okay. So it's figuring itself out. It's gonna take a minute to fill that up. Perfect. So that system seems to work. For now. Do that. Oh. Put it like here. Actually, we'll just do this, because this blind can just come up sideways, that's fine. Go. Is that too far? Pipe is too long. Okay, fine. It can go here. And then there. got plenty of water. I think water is not going to be a problem. Yeah? Doesn't seem like it. Cool. Alright, so next thing is to build the sink to put the silica in, because otherwise we're going to run into those kinds of problems. So that can go like over here. But it's sideways. I didn't... Awesome sink. Okay. It's nice that you just have an automatic disposal system. It's great. I'm gonna have to put it a little further back though. Because I'm gonna have to go up with it and then over and down. So we're just gonna... Like that, I think will work. And realistically, it's not making that much. Merger, merger, merger. Boop. Though I might upgrade those just simply to this so that they clear out the backlog, honestly. That will match up. Oh, yeah, you know, the sink also needs power. That also matters in this situation. Kind of necessary. Okay. Let's watch this for a second. Okay. Okay, how's the water doing? The bauxite feels like it very much is caught up now. Were I to remove the bauxite that's in it, and then set it, I don't know what it would do. So, that would be the next question. Okay, now we got 2 inputs. I need to bring the copper over, probably. There's the other problem, right? I never did find coal. Right. Nope, that's not what I wanted to look for. I wanted to look for this. So I know that that's there, and there's 2 more over that way. That's not the question. Really? Yay. Oh. Alright, so that's gonna be fun. Bring that from all the way over there. To be fair, the coal I have over there is also very far away. Do you guys hear that? Picking up over the mic? I think it's a hairdryer. The green line's not moving, but I don't know. Okay. I need to get rid of these. Hold on. Put this in that slot. refinery next, I think? Right? Right, because that's going to take the aluminum and something else. Right, that's where I need the coal. Bah. Why are those green? Also, when are they gonna make it so that map icon thing like shrinks to the actual map? Because I know my other steel, the coal for that is like here. Coal for steel. Select icon. Is this one? So I don't feel like that's reasonable. And then the other one is over here. That's where the power factory is. So I guess that is a reasonable distance compared to that, honestly. Can I use... Hold on. That's coal. I always wonder, because technically coal, less efficient coal replacement. But the problem is I would have to have a recipe to do that, right? If I was going to pull that from my crude oil factory to make aluminum scrap with it, I would need the recipe for that. I'm assuming? That would be my understanding. So that wouldn't work. Alright, I guess we are going to go make a coal factory. Whoa. I feel like I want to go up there and travel over there, I think. Because I have this feeling that it might be... on the upper plains. And it's easier to go down later than it is to go up now. Go up later, rather. I can go up now. Yep. I already had the ladder built. I want to get off the ladder. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Oh, you know what I should be doing? wonder if I can just skirt past him. Maybe I can just not care? I don't know. Like, yeah, I need that Mercer sphere, but I don't have radiation protection, so... Because I don't know exactly where this is. So. Well, Webble is in chat if anyone wants to try to catch it. Wherever this coal is, maybe I can turn it partly into a power bank as well, because I probably should have looked and seen how much I need. I'm running low on power, so I feel like maybe not enough space. Well, that's annoying. Is that it down there? It's probably down there. Probably. Oh dear. I made more friends. Don't want to be here. You know what? I'm not going to be here. Bye. Hi. Those toxic plants. Oh, those are... Maybe... Well, I mean, if you can shoot me from up there, surely I can shoot you. Also, I take that. My chances to take... Bye! Joshua up. Can you not do that, please? Ba -ba 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 -ba. Throw that away and grab some bacon. Whoop. Okay, well. Those look like coal notes to me. Right, that's what that is. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do this again. Oh, that's a lot easier than what I did last time. Okay. Oh, I have been here before. Oh, this is not close enough to water to really make any power out of it. At least not on this end. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay. Also nice you guys both caught it. I read that earlier and then forgot to actually read it. Doing a lot of that tonight. My brain. Ow. Okay. Thing is, there might be a ground level, like, connection between... So we'll just do that. This area and... the area where I have the aluminum, but I don't know. I think this is a hard drive that needs power, so we're gonna just... While I'm here. Grab that. Oop. How do I? Okay. I don't know how to remove it from the map. That's annoying. Okay. So I clearly don't need the marker there anymore. So I guess I have a choice. Do I just take it up the way I came, or do I attempt to see if there's an easier way? Hold on 1 second, chat. Alright. down here. Click the marker, it would open up when you click to remove. I clicked it and that... Oh. I can't be standing on it, I guess, then. Because when I was clicking on it, it wasn't doing anything. Alright. So, is this a throughway or is this a cave? I mean, it could actually technically be both. Excuse me? Could in fact be both. Where? Oh, hello. Yeah, it's not as straight as the other way is going to be. As much as it's not going to be an up and down. It's not going to be useful in the way I want it to be. In Minecraft, Peter? To 2 string and 4 planks. Yes, that's how you make a loom in Minecraft. Alright, we'll go up. No worries, also, Dragon. I know you're busy. Probably trying to figure out a thing in Satisfactory by the looks of it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're going to be smart. Can I, there's an in-between. I know there's an in-between. Just put it like right there. Yeah, that clears vertically. Cool. And then we put a merger. Like here. Just building factories that you don't have yet. Makes sense. That is the name of the game, after all. Okay, so now we have copper going for... Not copper. Coal. Do you want a screenshot of what your aluminum looks like for just for a guideline? Maybe? I don't know. So, making 240 a minute, 240 a minute. 480, so this is barely carrying it, so I do need to use the encased things all the way up. Okay. This time I put one with a ladder on it so I could do this. Yeah, am I gonna need to stop there, or am I going to be able to reach? Also, that's gonna need to go sideways a bit, isn't it? Maybe I stop off here. Can I do this to here? Okay, cool, 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 cool. That works. Nope, not that. Ah, there we go. Get around here for a second. Please hold. Gotta wait for the factory back home to catch up. Though I could just go up there now. So we can see what we're doing. Make sure we get the exact right amount we need to make it. Eh. Yeah, if you want to send me this screenshot, you can. But I am going to try to figure it out first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do 2 of these. So we're gonna have to be sitting here for a second. Cause it's like, not too many seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So every 5 seconds it makes one. I wonder... I probably have the stuff to make a bunch, actually. Can I just make some? Crafting bench. Can I just... Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. We'll do that. Because I think I only have the one machine working on it right now. And so... that's gonna take a minute. And it's not like I won't just get the steel beams. And concrete back fast enough. Because those are both hooked up to interdimensional storage anyway. Oh nice, you caught it! I didn't even notice there was a Pokemon. Probably because your name and the Pokemon name are the same color, so. Now we just wait. And wait, and watch the things out of the corner of our eye and be like, are they gonna come over here? I'm thinking about it, that's for sure. I don't know whether I should not break that irradiated rock or not, but I'm not going to for now just in case I need it for one reason or another. Like, I know eventually I need to be... well, need is a strong term. Eventually you end up working with nuclear stuffs and things. But I don't know at what point I need to worry about that. Sent? Thank you. Alright. Now we just... and yeah, normally I do the thing where I do the... oh, no, not that. Do the leveling thingies. I'm not gonna care about that right now. Need to make more of those again. Oh yeah. You go through them so fast. Okay. After we get through this bit of concrete, I'm probably gonna just have to wait or go get more. The thing is, by the time I walk over all the way back to the base to get the stuff, I'm probably already going to have all the stuff. I can craft some power shards with these lugs now, which would condense my inventory a smidge. So I may do that. Not enough space in inventory. Oh, I don't need these. Even though it's gonna make space in my inventory. Ad starts in 40 seconds. If I know that it was gonna be that soon, I could have just waited to do all that crafting until the ad starts, but whatever. Okay. Oh, I can make one more. Because concrete's slowly coming in. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run out quick, aren't I? Okay, so then the question becomes, do I just build it with the other and then come back up here? Probably have to. Because otherwise it's gonna be slow going for a minute. And it's not like I don't have steel beams in case steel beams made. I think I have a storage full of them. It's just that them getting from there to my inventory is a little bit complicated right now. It's going at the speed of interdimensional storage. This is totally next to the power. I'm totally doing this logically, and I'm not gonna have to just like completely redo this later. Though to be fair, once I get drones, I won't need this. I'll just make a drone for it and call it a day. Logistics. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to even go down one more. That's not what I wanted to do. Not those, this. There's root, please. Okay. Cool. How many tall did I make that? Oh, it doesn't need to be. Give me one less tall. There we go. It's a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Now we build the next bit. And honestly, I'm gonna have to just like... Oh. Yep, there's the other problem. I'm making all of that. Now I don't have the concrete. What can... Okay, I can do that many. Oh, that's not the control. That's Windows. Oh, give me back my mouse. Okay. Okay. So for this, 120 to 40. So 2 of these go into one of these. So 2 of these go into 2 of these. That's what's gonna happen here. How much coal do you need? Okay, so I should have the perfect amount of coal. There we go. And even though I don't need to put a splitter there, I will, simply for the fact of... what was I gonna say? Oh, simply for the fact of if I ever expand this for one reason or another, I want to be able to just do it. And given that this is liquids we're talking about, likelihood is I'm gonna end up needing to expand it. Yep, my brain just completely spaced on that for a second. Okay. So in theory, you should all be getting that now. Coal, and then let me edit this, please. I also need to make sure to give them power. Okay. What I'm going to end up doing is this, and then boop, 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 boop. One of these to each one of these sets. Because the theory being that it should be if this is making 120 a minute times 2, that's 240 a minute. If this is taking 240 a minute per 1, then in theory this should work. Wait, it makes water? Okay, dumb question. Maybe. Couldn't you just recycle the water? In this situation, could you just recycle the water? Yes? Okay. Is it water and coal to do power? In theory, yes, but it's still a good balance if very few get to work. Never made it work. Never had to make it work. Okay, well, 'cause the problem is I need it to take the water away, right? So I need to do something with the water. Clearly. Water and coal do make power, yes. You see where I'm going with that, right? that could work. Because if you just siphon the water off of these and a little bit of the coal because it's gonna fill up, then right, it might not be enough water to run too many of them, but even if I was running one, run yours into a pack and into a sink. You could also do that. But even if it's... Okay, how much water are you making? 120 per minute. Power... Coal fuel generator. Hold on. Let's do the maths. Because I can just pull more water from the water. Like, that's not the problem here. Goes for 50 a minute. So if you did 2 of these... How much coal does it need, though? I could definitely try it. Because I need some way to get rid of the water. And yeah, I could package it, I guess. But it would also get rid of the overflow of the coal. Okay. So what I'm gonna do... Wait, I have a question. Aluminum scraps with which then I have to smelt? I don't know. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here. Okay, right. Coal-fired generator. We're just gonna put one down, right? Because the idea is I need it to spend the water. The water needs to be spent. Because logistically, I know from experience with the crude oil that the liquid is the issue. Like, if you don't use liquid that you produce, you will, like... Or in this case, you could also package it and get rid of it. But if I could use it to even just make a little bit of power, like, I would rather do that because I need power right now. And if this could in any way self-sustain a smidge. I mean, yeah, I don't have any recipes for this stuff. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet even, so it's all good, Dragon. Okay. I'm gonna switch that out for smart splitter. Put a smart splitter. Yep. Actually, that's not quite how I wanted to do that. Also, hold on. Let's not do it. Well, no, we'll do it at this level for now. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Because I'm obviously gonna expand this a little bit just to get rid of all the water. So I'll have to adjust the water a smidge, it's fine. But... just pull this over here. Okay. No, I'm gonna do a smart splitter. Because I don't want to just plain on splitting. So any center of flow is overflow. Which should, in theory, mean the only time you get stuff over here. But what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to go back and put batteries in... Wait, no. The issue with that is I don't have the upgraded things yet. Otherwise, I would be able to just put batteries in that and increase the production past what I am consuming. But... I wonder if it will balance itself out simply for the fact that once it overflows, then because once it overflows is when the coal power plant thing would take into effect. But maybe with time that would equalize. How many is this making a minute? 360 a minute. Okay. What do I need to do next? So I can't really merge these, actually, I've discovered. I could probably merge the... no, because 360 a second. 360 a minute. Because they need to each be on their own. Okay. Smelter, right? That's what goes next on this agenda. I am making a mess. Could just do this. I'm gonna have to move that power line, but that's fine. Yeah, I know. Give me a second. Goodness. Complaint, complaint, complaint. Getting back on now? Okay. This section's just gonna be another power thing. Okay. Smelter. I think this is next, right? No? What am I gonna do with the next? Yes. Not right now, I'm streaming.
Okay.
Okay. Is it refinery again? Or is it this where the foundry part comes in? Hold on. Wait, I need silica for that. I made silica earlier. Means I don't have to scrap it all. That's nice. Let's go. Okay. 90 a minute. I have a slight conspiracy thought. Hold on. That actually might work. It doesn't math. I don't know. We'll see. I need concrete to make these. Oof. Well, it's fine. think that'll be enough space for the foundries as well. Not the foundries. These doohickeys. Okay. Do this. Okay, I don't know what I deleted there, but that's fine. Actually, nope, I need to not do that. I need to do a splitter. And then do that. There we go. Let's not do that way. Do it here. Alright, that's not what I need to hit. Okay. It's alright. I'm slightly crazy and it's fine. So my thought is, what if I do it on purpose? What if the overflow for the coal is on purpose? Hmm? You will need to supplement it though. Well, no, the idea is I actually never pull all of the aluminum out so that it doesn't make the full amount so that there's always copper left over. Silica? I have... Oh, does it not make enough? Turns out I need to put a smart splitter on this and ship it over to the other part of this. Smart splitter. Says it does, it doesn't. Ah. That's gonna be a problem because I don't have silica here. Alright. Any overflow? Look at that conveniently placed doohickey. Of course, it's all stopped right now because things are full. Now it's already up on something, so you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull this down here. Then that a little space. Do that, that. This needs to be doing this. This needs to do this. Okay. I'm obviously gonna have to jumpstart this here in a second. Actually, pulling this out might just jumpstart it. That's what I need to do there. Oop. Okay. I'm just gonna put one of these into this, I think. Oop. Is it gonna create a slight bit of a mess? Yes. Okay. How much is it making? 50 per minute? Okay. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. Because I realistically could send one side of this into the sink if I really wanted to. In fact, temporarily I just might do that. Simply for the fact of I need it to move. Might be impractical in some aspect, but right now I just need it to get moving. Right. Okay. So once this is emptied, it's gonna take a minute to empty it actually. I could manually empty it just to see. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Because the water seems to be getting used right away. Now the coal currently can't keep up, but I suspect that's because I haven't upgraded all of the things along the thing. Yep, that was proper English, totally. Case beams, have they maxed out yet? Oh yeah, they have. Okay. I'm gonna do it that way. Alright, music, you're supposed to be, there we go. Because the coal is now not backing up. I don't think this into a sink works. Got rid of a bunch of it. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, you know, it would help if I got this to go somewhere. I guess I probably shouldn't throw that away, huh? I'll just pull it out. Okay. So I want to see how well it maintains itself. This is one side. So the only problem is we don't want it to run into the water getting backed up. That doesn't seem to be being a problem right now with this current system. I do need to increase the coal. But I don't think these are sitting around waiting, it doesn't look. So I could probably add a few more. Add one more to start with. Okay. So far so good, seems like. Honestly, the main issue is going to be the fact that the encased beams are a problem. Don't need those. Not quite at 100 yet. Okay. Okay, so I really need to build 3. I'm gonna have to okay, I have a question. Quartz. Okay, yeah, no. I'm not gonna just pull quartz all the way over there. No. Not right now. Not with a belt. That's a no. Okay. Hmm. So those are, yeah, no. Hmm. Can at least build one of these right now. I'm gonna have to like go through all of this and check on all of the levels of belts and things at some point, because I have ran out of encased beams so many times. Things I really needed encased beams for. I mean, can I just swoop it in there? Oh, ew, no. Oh, no. We just connect it and then. Alright, maybe if I do. No, not that way. There we go. Then we do that. Like this, maybe? And it's just a plane splitter because I don't need it to be smart. I need it to just... Oh, but I kind of need power for that, don't I? And then select this. I'm probably just going to move this thing up, but I may also just let it clip to the floor. It's fine. And then a smart splitter. For now. Okay, so what do I need aluminum for? You know, that might have been a great question to ask before I did all this, but it's fine. Oh, I needed to make the thing, and I need copper for that, don't I? I need it for everything? Well, that's not true at the moment. It may be true in the future. It's not at the moment. You have 6 going, you're almost wishing you had 8. Hmm. Yeah, I think I only have like 2 recipes right now that use aluminum. I'd have to look. I think it's actually might be the one. Which is part of the reason I'm just like making a mess, because I will just come back and fix it later. When I need it more and I have like actual things I need to make with it, then I will come back and make a better factory for it. Oh no, I've come back and fixed a ton of my farms. What do you mean? Gonna make aluminum now? Well, I mean, I put a sink on it for now. See if that actually helps. Okay. So our next playthrough, we make it big enough to start, then we learn it different again. Yeah, I guess. I just keep upgrading my stuff. But I also feel like the first one's always going to be noodles. Because you don't really know what you're doing. Yeah, that's not packed up yet. You know what I'm gonna do? No. Okay. Because that does mean some of the coal is going through. Let's go! Okay. Alright, if I go production assembler, I don't have an empty space to drop this, do I? Well, that works because I'm not going to bother leaving it here. Aluminum sheet is that in copper, so the question then becomes, do I ship copper to it or it to the copper? Hmm. Let's go upgrade the coal. Ah, what was that noise? The follow goal got reached. Woo! Thank you for the follow. I didn't see the name because for some reason it's not in chat. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I have an activity feed. Yep, no, okay. Ethereal? Thank you for the follow. Hmm. You know what I'm very tempted to do? Is go back to the base with a bit of aluminum in my inventory and set up a manual crafter for now because, yeah. I need to come back here with an inventory full of encased beams. Clearly, because it's not going to go fast enough otherwise. Also, I'm going to edit to-do list playlist. And something like that. Yeah, I might do a temporary assembler until such time as I figure out whether I want to bring the copper from over here to here or do the other way around. I probably just bring the copper over here. But then I have to take the aluminum stuff to somewhere. Take all. There we go. So. Therein lies a conundrum. Yeah, we hit the follow goal, which means I need to actually... Hold on. Let me set a new one so it doesn't look silly. Yeah, do that. I think. Okay. Did it? Hold on. It did something silly. Nope, that's not where I need to go. Yeah, the follower goal is its own. I'm lost. What did it do? So started successfully, but did it... Okay, hold on. I think it broke. Hold on. I'm gonna make this big so I can see it. Oh, that doesn't look cool. Why does that look like that? Manacles. Custom progress bar. I mean, yeah, sure, but... I think they've changed the way that looks now, and I don't like it. Okay. Well, we'll make it purple. And then at some point I will have to figure out what I did. But it's just like chunkier now, and I'm like, didn't need it to be that chunky. I liked it the way it was. When I updated the goal, it didn't really give me much options. Alright, there we go. That will stay there for now, and I will probably just remove it completely later. It's fine. But yay, we completed the goal! Twitch just had to break everything. It's fine. Normal Twitch behavior. They probably updated it and it wasn't gonna force, or was I using a different source for that? I would have to look and see if I was using a Stream Elements one instead. That might also have been what it was. So I can possibly find a better one. Just lying around somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want to update the goal. It wanted me to... It was doing it, but not doing it. So. Alright, here we are. Okay. And then we do the thing I normally do when I'm putting in a manual. Okay. Aluminum casings. Let's see. Do I have just copper coming up over here? Don't. No, I don't. Do over here, I think. Not. I can quite easily grab some from up here. No, okay. I might just add that to the other. Honestly, I could just bring them both here. Have it craft over here, but... Yeah, it's not like I'm wasting away for copper at this thing. I need to fix... I need to fix the rates at this one, honestly. Up some things. Because I don't need more wire. I need more cable. Honestly. It might be going at just fast enough that that wouldn't work. But we could... I could use one of these here. And here. This. Oh, that should work. I have a problem over here of the cable not being fast enough, so what can I say? I need it to go faster. So I need stators to not be waiting on cable. So, we'll definitely do that. Stuff is there later. How many do I actually have? Well, none in there, so... Now I have 5. I do have some of the slugs though, so I can probably make a bunch. I didn't realize that. Oh, I should put that in the ma'am. Hold on, we should do this. Actually, no, first. Can I do anything with the aluminum? Doesn't. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. A wild and massive stiff? It's in chat if anybody wants to try to catch up. Okay. Now it's making stuffs. Not the most efficient way to do it, that's for sure, but that's okay. I will figure out what I want to do with that later. Let me... Oop. Where am I making encased beams? I believe it's in this factory somewhere. Let me check. Aha! Cool. So I have... That is not where I wanted to go. Yes, we're going over here. It's fine. I'm gonna go in here. So I'm gonna put away these motors for starters. Yep, here we go. What else can I put away in here? Rotors. There we go. Oh, those are full. Okay, those. I wanna see these. Okay. Don't need all of this stuff in here. Okay, I think the rest of that should be fine. Actually, we'll take this one. I want to get to 100 so we could do this. The hover pack milestone with nothing else. I don't know exactly how much I brought back and how much we'll be able to make, but like I said, I will figure out more things later. I am just feeling tired, so I'm probably gonna end stream after we get this 100. Because I haven't had food yet. And it's late. So, we'll launch this and unlock that milestone, and then I will go. And remember, it's Wednesday. I can't just stay up as late as I want. I mean, I can.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections, and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
Which obvious problem? You're gonna have to be more specific. There are many. There are many, Ada. Oh, so many. Gonna have to be more specific. Actually, we could try. Wait 5 more minutes to see what hard drive recipe we get. Yay! Okay, how make hover pack? Here we go. So I need motors and computers and more of that. Okay, cool. I have those things. plastic having problems again? What? How much do you guys want to bet plastic is having problems again? I swear. Yeah, looks like I might need to go check on the crude oil factory again. It's a full-time job keeping track of that stupid thing. So it probably got stuck again. Hover pack time? I'm actually surprised it doesn't take a jetpack to make a hover pack. Okay, I have a logistical question. Is it like a replacement? Or is it a if situation? Oh, well, it would help if ads wouldn't play when I asked a question, but you know, here we are. If I'd seen that in time. I kind of saw it in time, but I didn't see the skip button in time. I mean, we could just try it out and find out, I guess, right? How do I tell it what fuel to use? Or does it use fuel? What does it use? Wait, is this the one that requires you to be near a power source? Oh, so it is an if-or situation, isn't it? It uses power. No worries. It happens. Yeah, it needs power sources, so it's a keep both on you kind of situation. That makes sense. Yeah, I still don't have the recipes to make anything for phase 4. So. But hey, aluminum is being made. I need to go get more spheres. Probably, honestly, the next thing I need to do is go do a Mercer sphere run. Because I could use that. Because what I would probably do... Depends how much I need the aluminum stuff for right off the bat. I need to move it back here to mix it with things. It might just be worth adding another couple layers to that belt line. One going copper one way and then the aluminum stuff the other way. That feels like it would make sense. I don't know how to go down. How do I go down? Probably should have read the instructions. Let's see what. Oh! Yeah, no, that makes sense. Very logical. You'd think I would have guessed that. I'm thinking... I'm waiting on the ma'am to finish, so we might as well. 2, 3... I'm just gonna take all. Take all. And then... Okay, fine. I won't use the new jetpack. I'm sorry. Goodness. Is it fine? Seems fine. I don't know what broke. What turned off? Oh, was it this that turned off? Hold on. Are you okay? You were not okay. Well, yeah. Could have told you that was a bad idea. This isn't even connected to the main grid. It's self-sustaining. So, can't run jetpack on the self-sustaining biohazard, biofuel stuff. Which I could have told you, and I would have told it not to try to do that, but you know, here we are. Oh, I need that for the other thing, right? Okay. No, the biofuel is just running on its own circuit. So the biofuel stuff makes its own power. So that is also plugged into your main power line, correct? Nope. Completely disconnected. It's on self-sustaining, so it literally just takes part of the biomass it makes and turns it into fuel. But the rest of it just gets made into biomass for me to use for other things. The main power source I'm using for everything else right now is coal. I don't think I have any other. Yeah, I have a big coal mine over there somewhere. And no, I don't know why I decided to so you need to start doing liquid fuel. I said my main power source, but I have a bunch of liquid fuel as well over at the crude oil. But I don't know which one's making more power, honestly. I forgot I did that until you said that, and I was like, wait, no, I am using it, I just forget it's there. Red button.
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark 5.
Let me guess.
They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
Okay. Ooh. What'd I get? Electrode aluminum scrap? Wait, hold on. Why do I feel like the one on the right is not any good at all? I don't care. I literally, Caterium is like one of the easiest things to get. What? Okay. Does it make less water? Well, technically, if I don't pick one, I won't get I won't get either one of these again. So I don't have to pick one. But personally, I roll that one. I just don't understand what this other one is doing. No comprendo. Why? Hold on, I'm curious. Because I'm trying to. Isn't that the recipe already? Like, I'm lost? Yep, that's already the recipe. I don't understand. I don't feel like either one of these are better. Alternate flexible framework. I don't need that either. Last time I checked, and I don't. Why do I feel like that doesn't... It takes fuel and plastic and turns it into recycled rubber. Yeah, but the problem is I don't have leftover plastic. If anything, I needed to actually be making plastic. So... I need making if it was the other way around, or if you could rubber and fuel to make plastic, golden, that would have helped me so much. But with the way my problems currently are, I don't think that helps. At all. In fact, it might just make things worse, so... Probably need to well, the problem is the math for the crude oil doesn't work. So I can't, like, math it out. I have to, like... At some point, I need to just, like... Well, it's not that I don't have rubber. I don't have issues with the rubber not making. If that makes sense. I have issues with the plastic not making. Which it currently looks like it's doing just fine, but I'm gonna go check on it anyway. I have issues where the plastic gets stuck and then doesn't continue to make plastic because it needs... yeah. So I would feel like that recipe would end up with me... instead of netting some, netting 0, but things would be moving? I don't know. Yeah, some of the alternative recipes don't make sense to me. Probably some sense to somebody. Right, and it depends because, like, if it was going to help you with, say, an overflow issue on a site where you don't really care, you just want to turn it into something you can toss into a sink, then, like, that's different? So the example I can think of is, like, those two coal powers right there are not actually working right now. Probably because, if I had to guess, the coal is being tossed into the aluminum right now. I will refine that eventually. So, but if there was a recipe for, right? Work. But, like, that's an alternative way of using something, so I could see an alternate recipe. Oh, hi guys! Look, I even built right where they are, and they still exist. Right where they spawn, I built platforms and power, and they still spawn. It's great. I don't know. It's just this factory right here drives me absolutely crazy. The amount of times I've been back here, and I've just added... Like, this is the definition of noodles. It's a little better now. But it is the definition of noodles, and it was even more the definition of noodles, because I keep having to come back over here and check on things and add things. Alright, so we've got containers, fuel's being used up. Yep, this is the back end. That makes sense. Huh. Okay. These which makers are these? Okay, so those are rubber. Something break with this stuff again. I swear every time I come over here, the stuff breaks. And it's very broken. And maybe they did an update that actually fixed the recipes a bit. That actually wouldn't surprise me. Flurried, that's terrible. Gotta make sure it's flowing in the other direction too at this edge. Otherwise I feel like that's gonna cause problems. This is probably where I should put some batteries, honestly. Because is that the issue here? No, they don't seem to be stalling out. So, who knows? This bit does seem to be working though, which is good. Yeah, it looks like some things must have changed since I last figured this out and had it working perfectly. Love that for me. But yeah, I'm using fuel. See? Got this in here. Where's door? There, door. Yeah, put lights in here now, actually. I didn't have lights to begin with. Yep. Got barely one over, I think, what I actually technically will have like the capacity to keep on the entire time. But I probably could use more. The problem is if I did that, I would... I'll have to figure it out at some point. Or I may not. I don't know. It is getting to the point in the game, honestly, where I'm feeling like I'm just done figuring things out. Because it's brain hurts. But we'll see if that's just because I'm tired right now. And it has been a few months since I played it, so I might need a little bit of time to like catch back up to where I'm doing stuff and things. But let me get out of here. Save to exit the desktop. Do. Let me see if there's anybody to raid. I don't know that there will be. Well, it's what you two voted on, so you're welcome. I did have a vote in the Discord to which game I was gonna play because I was like, I don't know. And everybody said Satisfactory, and everybody being Dragon and Prelude, and I was like, alright. You know what? Sure, let's try it. Will it happen again soon? I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I don't think I see anybody to raid, so that's going to be it for me today. Thank you everybody for all the stuff and things, the follows, the sub, gift, and hype train. I'll see you the best. And the lurks, I see you, and it is appreciated. I should be back Friday. I think. I think it's the Friday after that, so the 25th I won't be streaming. Because some people's have a play that I'm gonna go to instead. I'm abandoning y'all for theater. Oh, how sad. And then I think last time I checked, Dragon and I are streaming it on Saturday, which I'm excited about because we get to the next section in Split Fiction, hopefully, which has been a lot of fun. I don't even remember where we are, Dragon. I'll have to like remind myself where we are. Are we even Fantasyland or Sci-Fi Land? I feel like we're back in Sci-Fi Land, about to go into Fantasy. I feel like we're close to the boss fight of Sci-Fi Land. Well, because we did the the fantasy side story with the cats. After the annoying jumping puzzles with lasers. So I think we're getting close to the end of this section of sci-fi. I think. Probably we'll find one more side story if we haven't walked right past it. I think. Might be off on my math. Because I feel like it's 3 side stories to 1 main story section. Ish. So. Though it was an interesting note for chat. I was watching somebody else play that hot potato bomb level, and my gosh, does not have any latency makes such a difference. Like, they were doing it flawlessly. Not quite flawlessly, but very close to flawlessly. And I was like, they have no lag. They do not know the real experience of hot potato bomb level at all, because they had no lag whatsoever. So, that was interesting. They still died quite a few times, but only really to misclicks and not to lag, so different experience altogether. That, or they have tweaked it, which they could have, but I think Dragon and I agree that there wasn't an update since then, so who knows. Anyway, we'll be back on Friday and then Saturday for more chaotic fun of one form or another. Because while I say it's Split Fiction, we might end up doing something else. We might not. You'll see. But yeah. I will be back on Wednesday. Friday! Yep, no, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. Night! Bye!